The world is marked by a stark division. This division is not just a matter of geography, but a complex interplay of various factors that have evolved over centuries. On one side, we have developed nations, enjoying high standards of living and advanced infrastructure. These countries boast bustling cities, cutting-edge technology, and a wealth of opportunities for their citizens. The streets are lined with skyscrapers, and the economy thrives on innovation and efficiency. On the other side, developing nations grapple with poverty, limited resources, and societal challenges. In these regions, basic necessities such as clean water, education, and healthcare are often scarce. The contrast is stark, with many communities struggling to meet their daily needs while striving for a better future. This divide is a product of historical, political, and economic factors, creating a complex web of interdependence. The legacy of colonization, for instance, has left deep scars on many developing nations, affecting their political stability and economic growth. Political decisions made decades or even centuries ago continue to influence the present-day realities of these countries. Understanding the relationship between these two groups is crucial. It's not just about acknowledging the disparities, but also about recognizing the interconnectedness of our global community. Developed nations often rely on resources and labor from developing countries, creating a symbiotic relationship that is both beneficial and exploitative. It's not just about recognizing disparities, it's about understanding the systems that perpetuate them. Economic policies, trade agreements, and financial institutions play significant roles in maintaining the status quo. These systems can either bridge the gap or widen it, depending on how they are structured and implemented. This essay explores key international economic issues that shape the relationship between developed and developing nations, examining the opportunities and challenges that come with globalization. Global trade routes, for instance, have opened up markets and created new opportunities for growth, but they have also led to exploitation and inequality. From international aid to the role of multinational corporations, each facet plays a crucial role in shaping the global economic landscape. International aid can provide much-needed relief and support, but it can also create dependency and hinder self-sufficiency. Multinational corporations bring investment and jobs, but they can also exploit labor and resources. We will delve into these issues, analyzing their impact on developing nations and the quest for a more equitable world. Infrastructure projects, for example, can transform communities and boost economic growth, but they require careful planning and sustainable practices to ensure long-term benefits. The journey towards global economic equality is fraught with complexities, requiring nuanced approaches and a commitment to sustainable solutions. International policies must be crafted with a deep understanding of local contexts and global dynamics. Sustainable development projects should prioritize environmental protection and social equity. By understanding the intricacies of these issues, we can foster a more informed and engaged global citizenry, better equipped to address the challenges and harness the opportunities of our interconnected world. Education and awareness are key to driving change and promoting a more just and equitable global society. Through collective efforts and shared responsibility, we can work towards a future where disparities are minimized and prosperity is accessible to all. International aid, often considered a lifeline for developing nations, takes on various forms. It is a crucial element in the global effort to support countries that are struggling with economic, social, and environmental challenges. The forms of aid are diverse, each tailored to meet specific needs and circumstances. It can be a grant, a gift with no expectation of repayment, which is often used to fund essential services such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure projects. Grants are particularly valuable for countries that lack the financial capacity to take on debt. Alternatively, aid can come in the form of a loan, requiring repayment with interest. These loans can help countries invest in large-scale projects that have the potential to boost economic growth, such as building roads, bridges, and power plants. However, the burden of repayment can sometimes strain a nation's finances. Aid also comes in the form of technical assistance, sharing expertise and knowledge. This can include training programs, advisory services, and the deployment of experts to help build local capacity. For instance, agricultural experts might work with local farmers to improve crop yields, or healthcare professionals might train local staff in new medical techniques. Humanitarian aid is another critical form, responding to crises and disasters. This type of aid is often mobilized quickly to provide immediate relief in the aftermath of natural disasters, conflicts, or epidemics. It includes food, water, shelter, and medical care, aiming to save lives and alleviate suffering. But why do developed nations give aid? The motivations are multifaceted. Beyond the immediate humanitarian impulse, there are strategic, economic, and political reasons. Aid can help stabilize regions, create markets for goods and services, and foster diplomatic relationships. Humanitarian reasons are key, driven by a sense of moral responsibility to alleviate suffering and improve lives. Many people and governments feel a duty to help those in need, especially in times of crisis. This moral imperative is often supported by public opinion and international norms. Aid also serves as a tool for economic development, aiming to stimulate growth and reduce poverty in recipient nations. By investing in infrastructure, education, and healthcare, aid can help create the conditions for sustainable development. This, in turn, can lead to more stable and prosperous societies. However, the effects of aid are complex and debated. Critics argue that aid can create dependency, undermine local economies, and foster corruption. There are concerns that aid money is not always used effectively or reaches those who need it most. These challenges highlight the importance of careful planning and monitoring. While it can contribute to economic growth, improve healthcare and education, and empower communities, the success of aid programs depends on many factors. Effective aid requires good governance, transparency, and a focus on long-term, sustainable solutions. It is essential to involve local communities in the planning and implementation of aid projects to ensure they meet real needs and have lasting impacts. It can also create dependency, foster corruption, and fail to reach those who need it most. In some cases, aid has been misused or diverted by corrupt officials, leading to a lack of trust and support for aid programs. Addressing these issues requires strong oversight and accountability mechanisms. The importance of aid lies in its potential to address global challenges. In an interconnected world, the well-being of one nation can have significant implications for others. By helping to stabilize and develop poorer countries, aid can contribute to global peace and security. It can help achieve sustainable development goals, such as eradicating poverty, ensuring access to clean water and sanitation, and promoting renewable energy. These goals are essential for creating a more equitable and sustainable world. Aid provides crucial support during crises, helping communities recover and rebuild. It also fosters international cooperation, bringing countries together to address common challenges. This spirit of solidarity is vital for tackling issues like climate change, pandemics, and global inequality. However, its effectiveness hinges on good governance, transparency, and a focus on long-term sustainable solutions that empower recipient nations. By working together, donor and recipient countries can create a brighter future for all, ensuring that aid not only addresses immediate needs, but also builds the foundation for lasting progress. Trade and investment are powerful engines of economic growth, particularly for developing nations. These activities are not just about the exchange of goods and services. They are about building bridges between economies, fostering innovation, and creating opportunities for millions of people. When countries engage in trade, they can specialize in producing goods and services where they have a comparative advantage. This specialization allows them to produce more efficiently and at a lower cost, which can lead to a higher quality of life for their citizens. This increased efficiency and output can drive economic growth, create jobs, and improve living standards. It also encourages innovation as companies strive to stay competitive in the global market. Trade agreements play a crucial role in facilitating this exchange. By reducing barriers to trade, such as tariffs and quotas, these agreements make it easier for countries to buy and sell goods and services across borders. These agreements can also provide a framework for resolving trade disputes and ensuring that trade is conducted fairly and transparently. Making it easier for countries to engage in trade can lead to a more interconnected and prosperous world. It allows countries to access a wider variety of goods and services, which can improve consumer choice and lower prices. Foreign direct investment, or FDI, where companies invest in businesses in other countries, is another vital driver of development. FDI can bring much-needed capital, create jobs, and facilitate technology transfer. This investment can help developing nations build infrastructure, improve their productivity, and become more competitive in the global market. It can also lead to the development of new industries and the diversification of the economy. Enabling developing nations to improve their productivity and competitiveness is crucial for their long-term economic growth. It can help lift people out of poverty and create a more equitable and sustainable future. However, it's essential to ensure that trade and investment benefit all parties involved. Fair trade practices, responsible investment, and equitable distribution of benefits are crucial to prevent exploitation and ensure sustainable development. By promoting fair trade and responsible investment, we can create a more just and sustainable global economy. This means ensuring that workers are treated fairly, that environmental standards are upheld, and that the benefits of trade and investment are shared equitably. Sustainable development is not just about economic growth, it's about creating a better future for everyone. By working together, we can harness the power of trade and investment to build a more prosperous and equitable world for all. Multinational corporations, or MNCs, are companies that operate in multiple countries, wielding significant economic power and influence. They engage in a wide range of activities, from manufacturing and resource extraction to services and technology development. MNCs can be powerful catalysts for economic growth in developing nations. They bring investment, create jobs, introduce new technologies, and connect developing countries to global markets. However, the presence of MNCs is not without its drawbacks. Concerns over exploitation of labor, environmental degradation, and erosion of local cultures are valid and need to be addressed through robust regulations and corporate social responsibility. Striking a balance between attracting investment and safeguarding the interests of developing nations is paramount.